morning. We are in Colorado. I left Amarillo earlier this morning, went up to Cactus, picked this loaded trailer up, and now we're in Colorado. You can see the sun is up. Well, it's not up, but it's daylight. Less than 100 miles from Lyman on 287. I hate this road, but right now, so far so good. I haven't run into too many slowpokes. It's going to be a nice day. It's going to be a really nice day for December. This up to the cold storage in Windsor. At least that's the plan for now. That's what our weekend dispatcher, that's what she told me. That may change with it's now Monday morning. It's only 7 o'clock here. When he comes in, he may change that. If he's got a JBS load in Greeley or something, pick up. He's liable to have me drop this. This was supposed to have been picked up yesterday and delivered this morning or last night. I got over there at 4 something in the morning, 4 in the morning. Yeah. Well, let's see. A little before 4 in the morning, Central Time. So, it should have been picked up last night to be delivered this morning. But I didn't have the hours. I was still on my 34-hour break, and they knew that. So, I don't know what they're going to do. It's a drop. It's not a live unload. So, if they don't have a load in Greeley right away for me to pick up, they'll probably just have me go ahead to deliver it. It's only another 15-20 minutes from Greeley. But if he has a Greeley load sitting there that needs to be taken, then he'll probably have me drop it. I don't mind going over to this cold storage. It's a lineage. Like I said, it's drop and hook. It's just the whole thing process. You got to go in there. It's just a big process to get in there, get checked in. They figure out what door they want you to drop it in. And when you pick up an empty, you got to take it back to Greeley. You got to take it down to the Circle K truck stop there in town. Take it down there, make sure the reefer is full. Drop it over at our washing bay area. And then, whatever I got to do after that, as far as another load or what. There's a Greeley load coming out tonight. I get all that done and be able to get a 10-hour break in. Or just take off, Just take off right away if there's a load waiting. Story City, Oklahoma scales were open. The Lamar, Colorado scales were closed. Now Lyman scales will often be open. Load of lumber. You'd stop by my house with that, wouldn't hurt my feelings one bit. Volvos just coming out of the way. God, them things are ugly. I mean, the other model was ugly too, but I don't know. It is ugly. Couldn't sleep for nothing last night. I went to bed about, I don't know, about 6:30 because I knew I was going to be up about 1:30. And I laid there and tossed and turned. I wanted to take a shower earlier in the day, but they didn't have any hot water at the truck stop. I laid there till about 8 o'clock, couldn't sleep, so I went on my app and I looked, and the showers were up again, so I went ahead and went in there and got a shower and came back. I still tossed and turned. I finally fell asleep, I don't know what time. And I woke up before my alarm went off. So anyway, sorry, talking about it makes me sleepy. Raider Express or Prime trucks yet, knock wood. Nothing against those companies if you drive for them, they move slow. Raider Express especially, I think they only go like 57 mile an hour or something crazy like that. I'd fall asleep running across here that slow. saw a Trans Am truck yesterday. That's the first one I've seen in a long time. Anybody know anything about what's going on with Trans Am? I used to see a lot of their trailers at the Tyson plant in Holcomb, Kansas. You just don't see them, as many of them as you used to. I don't know if they cut back on drivers as well, or I haven't heard anything about them, but I'm just kind of curious. Saw an ad on Facebook the other day that said, go to Norway and be a truck driver. I'm thinking, oh, wait a minute. Is that my next adventure? Norway? I don't know. Maybe. I don't speak the language. I'd rather go to an English-speaking country. If I had to guess, though, I'd say a majority of Norwegians probably know some English. I know you have drivers from the UK and Ireland that go to Norway. Of course, they're just in and out. They're not just staying there running loads in Norway, so it's a bit different. I don't know. Maybe I'll look into it. My wife thought I was gone for a long time when I went to Alaska. Man, I think if I go to Norway. If I went to Norway to drive, I think I'd really try to go to Australia next. I would say Russia, but my God, man, they just slam into each other in Russia. I mean, everybody just runs into each other. You ever watch those Russian car and truck crashes? I mean, it's like they aim for each other over there. I don't know, man. Maybe they're all drunk. I don't know. But, I mean, you look at them, it's like they're coming right at each other. And they don't even try to move out of each other's way. About Russia. Plus, I don't speak Russian. Maybe New Zealand, but then there's only so far you can go in New Zealand. It's not very big. Snow on the roof of his car. It's supposed to be a sunny day all the way to Denver. Unless he had it parked somewhere and hadn't drove it since the last time it snowed. I don't know. My poor old Jeep parked up here in Greeley last week when it was cold and snowing. I turned the batteries off, or fired right up. 240,000 miles on her. Fired right up. It's one I bought in Alaska. Still got Alaska tags on it. They're still good for another 2 years. So. Yeah, I don't know if they have a shortage of truck drivers in Norway or what. I don't know. They say they got a really modern highway system. I don't know really anything about Norway. I know about the Norwegian cruise lines. I'm sure the Norwegian people are very nice people. Just don't know much about it. You know, you hear more about Sweden than you do Norway, really. To get to Antarctica, but you got to take a physical. I mean, you got to go like to a dentist and have your teeth checked and all that. They want to make sure that you're in good condition, because they don't want you going down there and then having a problem, and then they have to fly you out or something, for some medical condition. So I don't know. I've run up here, you'd think I'd remember, but I think I went through Kit Carson already, so. Much commentary today. I just thought I'd do a video going down the road. I haven't done one of them in a minute. I'm usually running my head about politics, or I don't know, the meaning of life, or whatever the hell crap I get into. I'm always coming up with some kind of off-the-wall theory on something. You guys got it made. You can just turn my video off. Me, I got to live with myself when I come up with this stuff. Yeah, the big city of Hugo, Colorado. Hugo is the place to go. I just made that up, but they're welcome to use it. see a container up there ahead of me. He's probably going to be in my way, but that's all right. We're almost to I-70 now. Right in my left mirror. Disappeared. I don't know where he went. He must have turned off somewhere. I know I saw him up here. Got a four-wheeler in my way though. And they're crawling. They are crawling. Way up there, maybe that's a container. Maybe that guy was rolling fast. I don't know. This dude here is absolutely crawling. Well, I knew I couldn't get away with running up this road out running into one slowpoke. I mean, you're going to do it. Lane either, or she, or whatever it is. Oh, shut up. God. The bad thing about these stupid beeping thing is, look, if I'm going to pass somebody, I'm not going to start from a quarter of a mile back. You got to get a little close to them. And I'm going to stay a little close to them in case we get over this hill and I can get around them. I guess I could have passed them here, but if something comes over that hill, I might not get around them in time. People have a bad habit sometimes of speeding up when you go to pass them. See, they're speeding up right now. Still not going very fast, but they're speeding up. You know what? This thing's gonna have to beep. Sorry if it's bothering people, but I gotta stay close to them in case I can get around them. Well, crap. I still can't see over that other hill. This thing is so freaking annoying. Ah, there's a car coming. Of course. course there is. Here comes a truck. There's a car behind him. Of course there is. 2 trucks. Let me drop that gear again. Now they're going to try to speed up. You gotta make sure you got plenty of space, man, because you never know what these people are gonna do. They're gonna speed up, they're gonna slow down. They're slowing back down again. I ought to try it right here. No, I better not. I better not. Can't see far enough. And here comes a bunch of traffic. I hate this road. With a passion, I hate this road. All it takes is 1 car or 1 truck to hold you hostage. There's just too much traffic on this road. There's 1 more passing lane before the interstate, but it's right almost at the interstate. See if anyone else comes popping over this hill. Yep, I see somebody already. Never mind. Never mind. Have sped up a little bit. They're still running half on the shoulder. Back down again. That's the problem with these people when they speed up on you. They don't really want to go that speed, so they're not going to hold it. If they wanted to go that speed, they'd have been going that speed, right? They don't want to go that speed. Let's see what happens over the hill. Dadgummit. Here comes more cars. I could try it after UPS, but there's a car coming. There's a passing lane up here, but it's on a hill. So the question is, can I get around them or not? Because I am heavy. why I'm getting kind of close to them. I didn't run up on them another 20, 30 miles back there. I have had to speed through like Hugo or Kit Carson, somewhere where the road opens up to 4 lanes. I have had to speed up, kind of speed through town faster than I want to go to get around people. I come through here one day and there was a camper, somebody pulling a camper. They were doing like 50 miles an hour. And there was even less passing lanes back in the day than there is now. They've actually added about, I don't know what, maybe 3 of them. I don't know why they won't make this road into a 4-lane, but they just won't do it. They redid this whole road about, was that been 10, 15 years ago? Reconcreted it and everything. And I thought then they'd make a 4-lane out of it, but nope. Look at these guys, these wind farm guys. Hell, those guys right there. I hate those guys. I have nothing against oversized loads. Nothing. But those guys, yes, I have no respect for them. That's all government subsidies. They're getting rich off my tax dollars. I don't know about getting rich. Well, the company is. They're making money off my tax dollars. Those things don't pay for themselves. But they're all over the Midwest, man. All over. You can't take a 2-lane road across Colorado, Oklahoma, Texas, Kansas. These guys are all over the place. Dang, this ramp is bad. I want to get a little bit of speed up because this left lane ends right up here. And this is dangerous. I'll be glad when you get this done. In his pre-pass for the second time in about 3 weeks, and it was working the other day. And why it keeps going through batteries. Gotta keep some space. Come on, guys. 47 miles an hour. I got a green light either way, so I don't know if it's open or closed, but I don't know why these guys are doing 47 miles an hour. And it's closed. realize he's out of the construction zone yet. I didn't even speak or read English. City of Lyman, Colorado. I used to stop at that TA truck stop a lot years ago. I haven't been in there in years now. Just back in the day, I stopped in it a lot. For diesel cash. I think it was $4 on the other side over there. Of course, these big companies, well, even are. I mean, we don't have a big company, but we don't pay pump price at Love's. As long as you get so many gallons a month, you get a discount. Your company as a whole. Get fuel at. I've got an extra car to get fuel at other places, but they like us to do Love's as much as possible, which I do. I have no problem with that. I'm gonna stop at the one up here in Bennett. Go ahead and put some in the truck, fill that reefer up. It was at a half a tank when I left Cactus. It's sitting on -10, so going to use some fuel. Boring part of the state. People think about Colorado, they think of mountains. That's only part of the state. The big chunk of the state looks like this. west of the Mississippi River in a 65 mile an hour truck. I'm not going to do it. I'd fall asleep. I'm not going to come across here or across Texas or across Arizona or Wyoming in a 65 mile an hour truck. I'm not going to do it. This guy's on a mission here, coming up beside me. He's probably doing about 80. He's trying to get somewhere. Anybody know about May Trucking out of Payette, Idaho? I knew a girl who used to work for him in the office. May Trucking, I don't remember how, I think they turned their trucks up a bit. I think back in the day they'd only do like 60 or something like that. Maybe 65. But they rigged their trucks up to where when you turn the lights on, like when it's getting dark, it would disable the cruise control. And she was telling me about that because we got talking about them. I used to run up to Seattle and Portland a lot back in the day. And I was talking about how slow they are. And she was telling me about that. I'm like, why'd they do that? She goes, well, they did that because the guys were falling asleep driving. They figured if they disable the cruise, maybe they won't fall asleep. I said, that's not why they're falling asleep. I said, they're falling asleep driving because the truck go too damn slow. You can't run across here like that in a slow truck. It's a truck that slow, man. You'll fall asleep. There's too much open space out here. It's bad enough in the daytime. Imagine at night. I don't know if it's still like that or not, but that's the way they used to be. They couldn't run their crews at night. Express does that. I wonder if they disable their crews at night, because those guys are going really slow. I think they're doing like 55 or something crazy like that. Going to Windsor heavy. Trying to pass me must be pretty heavy too. Jumped out there in the left lane, but been able to go around me yet. they suck. They've always sucked. This guy's truck is leaning. It's leaning to the right. Truck's leaning bad to the right. Well, not bad, but it's all Jack's Logistics. Well, there you go. Jack's Logistics out of Amarillo. Those guys got about 3 brain cells to rub together. Trailer's not leaning, but the truck's leaning. Another hump. Oh! Freaking Colorado. Colorado's never been known for having great roads. Prime Terminal in Springfield, Missouri is really nice. They got like restaurants in it, like a grocery store, and all kinds of different shops and things inside the terminal. I don't know how true that is, but that's what somebody was telling me that used to work for them. It's real nice. I guess like its own little city or something. Still wouldn't go to work for them, but I mean, some people like working there, and that's great, you know. I'm not one of those guys that says, oh, you shouldn't work here, you shouldn't work there. I mean, yeah, there's excuse me, there's a couple of companies out there that I would say you shouldn't work there. We should starve them of drivers, and that's how they'll go out of business. Hurricane Express is one of them, because that's nothing but a rip-off company. We should starve them of drivers, and they'll go away. And I don't know, there's probably one or two more out there I can think of. I can't think of right off the top of my head. Thing about Hurricane Express is, boy, they get them fancy trucks. They put lights and chrome on them and all that. And those guys see those fancy trucks and they just get all googly-eyed, boy, and they lose all sense of intelligence. Oh, here, just sign this. Oh, yeah, you have it. I'll sign it. Don't read it, just sign it. Oh, yeah, man. Look. And if a guy starts to read it, you know, hey, don't read it. Look at that fancy truck out there. Oh, yeah, it's fancy. Yep, sign it. Oh, yeah, I got to sign it. Hurry up, sign it. Yeah, that truck can be yours in just a couple of years. Oh, yeah, man. Truck's never going to be yours, bro. Never. And my understanding, those guys go slow too. And my understanding is, if your APU goes out, they won't let you idle the truck. to stay hot or cold. Nope, you just have to tough it out till you can get it fixed. And you're paying for everything on that truck. You're paying for the fuel and everything. And they're still going to dictate that to you. And I had one guy tell me he worked there for about 5 minutes. And once your 10-hour break was up, if you didn't leave right away, they'd be on the phone calling you, hey, your 10-hour break's up, you need to go. Like, no, they do that to me once. I turn around and take their truck back. Man. I've been doing this for 30-something years. I do not need anybody to tell me when I need to leave to get somewhere. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. Now, I may oversleep, which I don't think I've ever overslept in my life. Well, one time, yeah. I think I told that story. But I did a team load from California to South Carolina, all the way across the country. I was a team load and they didn't have a team to do it, so I did it. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Back in the paper log days. But, yeah, I don't need anybody to tell me when I need to drive and whatever. Not enough, got the government telling me. I don't need anybody else. A guy whose dad leased a truck or bought a truck through Arnold Transportation, and he liked it. And if he had any problems while he was leasing it, like something with the engine or something, depending on what it was, they would pay for it. They would fix it. Did a really fair deal with the guy. And then Arnold got bought out by, I think, U.S. Express. And he said, U.S. Express just, nope, they just wouldn't work with him on anything. He said, yeah, we don't do any of that anymore. And I think he ended up selling the truck or something. My advice is, if you want to own a truck, go buy one. Get your credit up, put you some money back for a down payment, and then start looking around at credible companies to lease it on to. Then go down to a dealership, or maybe you know somebody who's selling a truck, but you know the guy, he's been taking care of it, whatever, like that. And buy a truck. Then lease it on with someone. If you're gonna buy a truck through a company, I don't know, man, like a small company, like this company. If he would have come to me and say, hey man, you want to buy a truck through me or whatever, I might do it. It's a small company, I've known this guy for a long time. I don't think he would rip me off. He likes the way I do business. He was happy to see me come back. I think he would want me to stay. Well, a lot of these companies, man, you're paying for their truck. They're still telling you how fast you can drive it. They're doing forced dispatch, where you can get fuel. Like I said, Hurricane telling guys, oh, you can't idle the truck even though your APU's not working. Dude, I'm paying for the fuel. Why are you worried about it? Why are you worried about it? You're going to tell me I can only drive like 60 mile an hour so I can get a fuel bonus. Why do I need a fuel? I'm paying for the fuel, bro. What's that about? And another thing, if you're paying for the fuel, you better be getting all of the fuel surcharge. They shouldn't get a penny of it. But a lot of them will keep it, or they'll half it with you. Why are you even getting half of it? You shouldn't get any of it. I worked for somebody one time where she was always wanting us, you know, if we got delayed somewhere, be sure you get some, you know, some layover time, some detention time. You know, be sure and not tell a broker you need some detention time. But she would never pay us. And I'm like, well, why don't I have that on my check? She goes, well, because I own the truck. I said, so? I'm the one sitting there. Yeah, but it's my equipment. I said, yeah, but it doesn't matter. Your equipment's still getting back at the same time. I'm the one who's got to drive the extra hours. There again is when we could do that. To get back here on time, because I sat there half the night. I'm the one who's got to drive overnight now. Well over my hours to get here. You don't. You're asleep in bed. It's not doing anything more to your equipment. Your equipment's still running the same amount of miles. It's still getting back in time. Still burning the same amount of fuel. It's not costing you any extra. I'm the one who's got to deal with it. You know. So anyway, next time I got held up, I didn't ask for any detention time. And she said something about it because she knew I got held up. She goes, "Did you get any detention time?" I said, "No, I didn't even ask." Well, why not? I said, "Because I don't get any of it. Even though I'm the one who's got to do extra work, I don't get any of it." I said, "If you want it, you ask them for it." She didn't like that. But I mean, it's like, why should I ask the broker for it? I'm not going to sit there and try to get it from her. I'm not going to get any of it. Place of work. I worked there for a long time. I even worked in the office for a while, dispatching and such. But don't ask me to fight for detention time and I don't see any of it. Now, if it's your truck, yeah, you should get 100% of the fuel surcharge. I don't deserve any of that. Anything exciting's happening. I don't know. Maybe I should go ahead and end this video. Or maybe I should just let it run till I get to the truck stop. I don't know. Oh! Bad hole right there. We got about 24 miles. Stop up here. really surprised they don't have me drop this in Greeley. But then again, like I said, if they don't have a JBS load sitting there at the plant that needs to get out, all our local guys are probably already out and about for the day. So that's fine. Like I said, it's only like another 20 minutes. And you know, I'll make a couple extra dollars off of it. Car is going to do behind me. Yeah, he's going to try to come around me before the construction zone. They always like to try to come around you, then they end up slowing down in front of you in the construction zone. I had a guy do that to me in Oklahoma one time. Come right around me, and as soon as he got in front of me, he laid on the brakes, and I laid on the horn. He jumped on the shoulder, and I went back around him. I'm like, bro, don't go around me right before construction zone and then riding your brakes. Because, I mean, what does it solve? What did it get you? Got you nowhere. Truck jackknife right here the other night. There you go. There you go, lady. Anyway, that a truck jackknife the other night. The road was slick. We sat here, I don't know, almost 2 hours. Of course, thanks to that 14-hour clock not stopping, I ran out of hours by the time I got up here to Bennett. I had to do some creative logging to get to Greeley. God dang it! Shut up! Oh, for crying out loud, man, I'm in a different damn zip code as that person. It's ridiculous. They've been working on this forever. Luckily, the weather's been pretty good, though. They can keep working on it through the winter as long as the weather stays like this. Ego, which is a stupid name for a company. I guess that's all lease purchase. Lease purchase the truck, lease purchase the trailer. It says something about you be your own dispatcher, find your own loads. Man, if I'm going to find my own loads and be my own dispatcher, then I better be doing anything and everything I want to do myself. Like get fuel where I want, go as fast as I want, take whatever loads up. Well, obviously, you're going to be taking whatever loads you want if you're the one dispatching. If you're finding your own loads. Way before he rear ends me, where he runs up under my trailer. I slowed him down from doing 100, I guess. Go ahead, hurry up. I know you got to be able to do 100 miles an hour through here. God, would you shut up? Well, let me end this now. Hold on.